Namaste, Hamesha Khush Raho Bitiya. My name is JVN Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you methods of extraction in unit operations in food industry. Discipline is food and biotechnology. Now let's start the topic methods of extraction. Extraction works according to the principle that soluble components can be separated from insoluble or less soluble components by dissolving them in a suitable solvent. Raw material that are suitable for extraction may contain either solids only, solids and a solution, or solids and a liquid. Solid liquid extraction is sometimes called leaching. When the soluble component is incorporated in a liquid extraction may be applied to recover the valuable soluble component. Commonly, the extract is the product or intermediate product and the residue is a waste or byproduct. It is not always the objective to recover one particular compound in pure form from a raw material. That is, sometimes extraction is intended to separate all the soluble compounds from the residue. An example of this is the extraction of the coffee. The efficiency of extraction process depends on the selectivity of the solvent. Common solvents include the water, organic solvents such as hexane, methylene chloride, ethyl acetate, alcohol, supercritical carbon dioxide, etc. Raw materials are usually pre-treated in order to ensure on efficient extraction of the desired compounds. For example, sugar beets and sugarcane are cut into the thin slices, nuts and seeds are ground or flaked, coffee beans are roasted and ground, and tea leaves are dried and ground. Then methods and equipment. The simplest extraction method is a repeated extraction with fresh solvent, that is a lateral flow extraction. However, this is rarely used because of the costs of solvent and because it results in an extract of a very low concentration. The most common method used is countercurrent extraction, either in a batch or continuous process. Batch-wise countercurrent extraction is normally only used for the processing of small amounts of material. In continuously opening extractors, the solid material and the liquid flow countercurrently. In principle, many different methods of transport are possible for the material and liquid flows. Some examples of transport systems commonly used include perforated trays connected to an unbroken con or loop, moving horizontally or vertically, screw conveyors which transport the solid material in a countercurrent flow vertically or upwards under an inclined slope. The screws are perforated in order to obtain a uniform flow of liquid. An unbroken perforated belt, the solvent is circulated under pump action and sprayed on top of the solid material. One difficulty with the extraction is the recovery of the extracted material from the solvent. This can be carried out by evaporation, crystallization, distillation, or steam, stripping, etc. Then extraction of sugar from sugar beets and the sugarcane, that is a sugar diffusion. The beets cut into the thin slices called corsets are passed into a water-based countercurrent extraction apparatus and emerge as impure sugar juice and beet pulp. The fresh water used in the extraction process is actually condensed water from the subsequent evaporation steps together with recirculated water from the pulp pressing. The temperature inside the diffuser is around 70 degrees Celsius and 68 to 72 degrees Celsius. Horizontal diffusers, these are large revolving drums separated into the cells by a helix attached to the interior surface. As the drum and the helix revolve, the juice which stays at the bottom of the vessel is transported countercurrently to the corsets, that is the exhausted wheat pulp leaves the diffuser at the same end where the fresh water enters. Then vertical diffusers. The extractor is composed of two main and distinct parts, the countercurrent mixture and the extraction tower. The tower is a 14 to 20 meters long or high cylinder Inside the tower, a tubular shaft rotates slowly. Special helicoidal steel pieces or flights are fitted on the shaft and move the corsets upwards. The juice and the corsets move countercurrently. Slope diffusers. Slope diffusers consist essentially of a U-shaped sloping vessel in which two overlapping screws with opposite pitches rotate. Fresh corsets fall from a conveyor belt into the lower end. The corsets are transported upwards by the two screws to a paddle wheel which lifts the exhausted corsets out of the extractor. Fresh water is introduced at the upper end and sugar juice leaves the extractor through a screen at the bottom end. This is an image which is showing the comparison of beet sugar processing and the cane sugar refining. The production of crude vegetable oil from oil seeds, for example, soybean, sunflower seeds or rapeseeds, is a two-step process. The first process step involves the cleaning, preparation, and then dehulling, then flaking. First of all, we need to clean the oil seeds. Then they are drying. Then they are passed through the peeling machine. They are dehulling or deshelling. Then these kernels are extracted and then they are subjected to incorporate into the oil extraction machine, and we will get jatropha, carcass oil or cake seeds. Then extraction of oil seeds from oil from oil seeds. Then cake is basically cakes are incorporated into the hexane. Then there is a micellar evaporation in the rotary extractor. This will micellar evaporation by self-cleaning filter. They will evaporate by the stripping tower. Crude oil is obtained. It is an energy saving process. Another one is solvent evaporation, in which solvent evaporate, then desolventizer is used, and then we get the meal. And evaporator, which will evaporate the oil. Field of application: extraction is applied to a wide variety of food products. Typical examples are the extraction of sugar from sugar beets or sugarcane, the extraction of oil from oil seeds and from virgin pomace, the extraction of coffee extract from coffee beans, and the extraction of caffeine from coffee beans, the extraction of various other compounds such as proteins, pectins, vitamins, pigments, essential oils, aroma compounds, flavor compounds, etc. from many different materials. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any query, please mention it in a comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. Thank you so much for watching this video.